Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
Ed Walsh Field here at Manhasset High School is the site for an annual battle of Nassau County Blue Bloods. The Seahawks of Cold Spring Harbor have made the trip to Manhasset as two teams used to state championship runs meet here under the lights and live on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's game is brought to you by J&R Custom Landscaping. Design, build, and maintain your dream home. J&R Custom Landscaping has been proudly offering landscaping design for over 30 years. Give them a call today. And we welcome you inside the booth, Dylan Butler alongside Brian Soper. And we are going to use our landscaping skills here to carve out the story of today's game, right? And it's a good one. It's an annual showdown. Both teams love to play each other. Cold Spring Harbor, Manhasset, there's chirping, there's physicality under the lights. Doesn't get better than that in the regular season.
Yeah, lacrosse is all about tradition. This is the 89th meeting between Manhasset and Cold Spring Harbor. The last 10 meetings, 5 wins apiece. It might be early, but this is a great litmus test for both teams looking to make a deep run right into May and June, right, in terms of state titles. It's going to be a great one here. Monday night, little pre-April Fools.
Yeah.
There'll be no fooling around tonight when these two teams face it off.
Not at all. A lot of respect, but also they want to get after it, both of these teams. And first we start off with the Seahawks. 1-1 on this young season. They are a team, again, their classification, they're used to winning into June, certainly, right? 3 straight state championships at the Class D level. For Cold Spring Harbor, it's a team, Soap, that brings back a ton of players. There is depth at the long pole positions. There's depth in the midfield. A lot of moving parts here for head coach Dennis Bond to play with.
Yeah, as we prepared, it's like 3-time varsity, 2-time varsity, 4-time varsity. A ton of experience coming back, loaded with some commits, right, going to some big-time colleges, 3 in a row. They've dominated Class D since they dropped down. Just a nightmare for the small schools, and Coach Bond's as good as it gets, right, talking about getting the kids to play hard and a defensive mindset.
When we look at Cold Spring Harbor, our players to watch for this one, certainly household names, right? Guys who have done it, who have gotten accolades both in the county and perhaps even beyond that this year, right? There's a host of All-Americans, 35 altogether at Cold Spring Harbor. These could be 2 of the next ones.
Yeah, Alex Bauer is just a crazy good athlete, right? Committed to Michigan, 2-time All-County, tremendous football player as well. And you got Cole Newman, right, running the point guard for the Cold Spring Harbor Hoop Squad this year, All-County poll, great athlete, great IQ, 2 great leaders for Cold Spring Harbor.
So as we look now at Manhasset, we were here for their opener, a 17-7 win over Shoreham-Wading River, a young Shoreham-Wading River team. And Keith Cromwell said he was pleasantly surprised by what he saw in that opener. Again, his is a team that a lot of new parts, or not new players, but players in different roles this year. And he thought really from the back to the front they all kind of answered that call in the first one.
It was a perfect script for Manhasset. Get your offense going, share the ball, be unselfish, make that one more pass, right? New faces in different roles, but they fit really nicely together. And I think the goalie play and the face-off play, which was a bit of a question mark coming into this year, first game so far so good. Let's see how it goes tonight.
As we take a look at their players to watch, and Marco Petroselli, what an introduction to his sophomore year, right? Those are numbers from one game. The 4 and 3 that he put up against Shoreham Wading River. Now that lefty attackman, right, for Manhasset. And he answered the bell in a big way. And a pole on the other side. And again, we mentioned Bauer, and there's other guys as well, McKean and the like. Well, they're going to see a lot of Eric Salura tonight. Yeah, Eric Salura, crazy good athlete, right, committed to Stony Brook. Only started playing lacrosse in 8th grade. You could never tell. Marco Petroselli, are you kidding me with that speed, the ability to stop on a dime, feed the ball. If Coach Cromwell knows anything, it's about left-handed attackmen, and he's given the keys to this offense to number 5, Marco Petroselli. So that is the scene. Let's take a look at the starters for both of these teams. First, for the visitors from Cold Spring Harbor, it's the law firm of Burns, Testa, and Testa up front. And what a great story Roger Testa is, right? A guy who has been banged up for most of his high school career. He is healthy, he's a senior, and he's ready to go. You've got McKean, Bauer, and Bruno. That's your returning first-line midfield from a year ago. We mentioned Newman at the LSM, and then you've got a really good close D as well. Hunter Ulico is the veteran, the returning starter, but then he is joined by some dudes as well, right? Andrew Hajaneris and Jack Romano. A solid starting lineup for Dennis Bond. Yeah, a ton of experience coming back on defense, right? And what was the theme with Dennis Bond? Multi-sport athletes, right? The Cold Spring Harbor roster is riddled with them. He said, imagine if we had guys only playing lacrosse, how good these guys would be, but they are still really, really good. And in the cage for Cold Spring Harbor, listen, a year ago, he wasn't the starter, right? James Grego was, but Matty Kamer became the starting goalie, and he changed the landscape. We talked about landscaping before. He changed the landscape of Cold Spring Harbor a year ago. Yeah, Dennis Bond thought they needed a spark, right? Kamer has the knack for the big save, can really outlet it well, a great communicator, be used to playing with a year above him. But, you know, Coach Bond mentioned the name Adam Gittleman. If you're going to compare anybody to Adam Gittleman, right, they're legit. 3-time All-American at Cold Spring Harbor. Matty Kamer could be that if he continues to work hard. So let's take a look at the starters now for Manhasset. And really, things went so well in game one, you don't really need to make a lot of changes, but there was one that we'll get to, right? It's Colin, Sheeran, and Petroselli up front. Your first-line midfielder of O'Connor, Shear, and Leader. Lachlan Fitzpatrick, your LSM. And then you've got Salura, De Pietro. The change is Colin Kelly. And he's going to be the guy who's going to try to stop or at least slow down Alex Bauer. Yeah, that's the matchup they're looking for, right, to maybe start him on close and move him up and bounce him up to the midfield. But you see Henry Griffith in the cage. Good start for him. And you got Bo Dillmeyer, 9 out of 12, opening game at the X. Yeah, Griffith, you mentioned him a moment ago, right? What an opening game it was for him. 6 saves, only 1 goal against, so you got that outrageous save percentage going on for him. Really split time, and that's still an open competition as well for Manhasset. Yeah, big kid, senior, Franklin and Marshall commit. Look for him to have a big game. So it is Cold Spring Harbor and Manhasset. We'll have the keys to the game, the opening face-off as well when we return here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net. Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the spring, but spots are limited. Contact us today for lacrosse, baseball, softball, and tennis by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
Back at Manhasset High School, Dylan Butler, Brian Soper, our entire Varsity Media crew here for Cold Spring Harbor and Manhasset. So let's take a look at the keys to this one.
Yeah, Cold Spring Harbor defense, Dennis Bond, no soft goals allowed. Take care of the ball, especially in transition. Can them when you can, and let's get 60% at the face-off X.
You knew the math guy was going to put a number in there, right?
Sure. Manhasset, right, continue that unselfish play that you saw against Shoreham. Understand our matchups. They're going to try to bounce that pole up to the midfield. Man-up efficiency. Cromwell was not happy. Coach McTeague not happy with their efficiency man-up. They worked a lot on it. Look for them to capitalize on the power play.
Yeah, Manhasset, Cromwell said he really liked where they were shooting from, right, in the opener, and that's again going to be key for Manhasset here this afternoon, or tonight, I should say, as we turn into evening. In that huddle you see there he is, Keith Cromwell, nice goal scorer back in his day at Hicksville and Rutgers, of course. 9th season at the helm here at Manhasset. And the two head coaches go out to midfield. They embrace before the start of that one. That is, of course, Dennis Bond, one of the legends of the sport here in Nassau County, really on Long Island. Look at that, 26th year out of Sewanaka, right? The coaching tree that he's involved with is outrageous. Of course, 356 career wins for Dennis Bond.
Yeah, Coach Cromwell got his 100th win, over his 100th win last year. Was lucky enough to be a high school teammate of Coach Cromwell. And Dennis Bond, every coach in Nassau County has the utmost respect for him.
So both teams out at midfield. And one thing that we've noticed early on, too, so both of these teams, they'll utilize two guys at the face-off X. But to start things here, to start this game, we will have, for Cold Spring Harbor, it's their young buck, but he's a big dude. There's no doubt about that, right? It's Alex Vitale, and on the other side, Bo Dillmeyer. Two sophomores going at it here.
Yeah, Vitale, new to the face-off position, been training like a madman. One of the bigger face-off guys you'll see, multi-sport athlete. Looking to get that 60% that Coach Bond's looking for tonight.
Yeah, on the season, it's only a two-game window, though, but a clean win for Vitale. He's 71%. Quick offense, and there's the goal. That took no time at all for Roy Testa to find the back of the net.
60%, how about 1-for-1? That's 100%, right? Unbelievable job by Vitale, right, to win that clean, staying hot. Right, he was 16, out of 19 against Horace Greeley, but finds Roy Testa, the super sophomore, three-time starter, low and away, cans it for the Seahawks.
Yeah, again, Bond is a math guy. He's got to love all that math, right? Clean face-off win by Vitale, gets his second. And now again, Cold Spring Harbor can get into their offense.
Yeah, 6'3", 205. A wrestler, played center for the football team. I think center and wrestler are the perfect recipe with that size for a face-off guy.
Now you get settled, and here's Sammy Bruno. No stranger, certainly, to this Cold Spring Harbor attack. The last name is no stranger as well, right? His two older brothers came through the program, Jacob and Ben at Amherst. Sammy will head to Stevens.
So Manhasset got their matchup. You see Kelly on Bauer.
Getting downhill, a bouncer. That is wide. That shot by Brady McKean, the Stony Brook commit.
Yeah, all Long Island type football player. A finalist for the Piner Award as the best linebacker in Nassau. Guarded by the sophomore, De Pietro.
The skip pass, trying to get top side. That fired wide by Testa.
Yeah, good approach by Lachlan Fitzpatrick. Takes a lot of pride wearing that 44 in honor of Ryan Keith.
And that would be a shot clock violation. But probably the happiest guy in this Cold Spring team that Vitale's winning some opening faceoffs is Bruno, right? He could do it, and he's done it well, but he'd rather just stay on and conserve his energy on that first midfield line.
Yeah, the ability to rest. That's like, you have Vitale taking over the faceoff. That's kind of a missing piece for Cold Spring the last few years. Not since Matt Licciardi have you had a real dominant faceoff guy for Cold Spring Harbor, right? And you have Vitale trying to fill that role.
And even Licciardi was a stay-on guy, right? Goes back, switches the stick, comes on to impact that first midfield line. Getting downhill now was O'Connor. The switch, the lefty, the rip, first save, and a good one by Kamer.
Yeah, great save. I love the hands. I love the ability to control the rebound. Patience, not forcing anything, setting up the clear. That was one thing Coach Bond wanted to clean up a little bit. Some uncharacteristic turnovers in the clear game.
Well, it was a good clear by him, right, as he found Hadjanaris, but the handoff from Hadjanaris was off. So here comes O'Connor, like a gazelle.
Love the red sweatpants by Kamer. Tall, about 6 foot in the cage, fills it up.
Petroselli, save, Kamer.
Not tonight, says 2-2. Great move by Petroselli. Underneath, protects his stick, tries to go back near side. Little windshield wiper save by Kamer.
And there's a good clear. Stepping in McKean. He's a guy who will be a short stick D-midi most likely at the next level at Stony Brook.
Yeah, like a few of the guys on Cold Spring Harbor have been battling injuries. That happens when you're multi-sport. The healthiest that this team has been. Look out. I mean, Bond told us, right? Kamer has the flair for that traumatic save. How about that one?
Well, also, I think he stopped both of us in his track when he said he could be the next Gettleman. We were like, wait, hold on.
Yeah. Gittleman was one of the best players I ever saw. He single-handedly in 2007, 6'5", Cold Spring Harbor beat Manhasset. He had like 20 saves, and he scored a goal.
So second midfield line, that's Dylan Riley. He's back healthy as well. Forced it to the crease, trying to find Bauer. And we see that little bit of a Mitch to what Bond was talking about, right? Burns coming out of the midfield as well. He'll see different looks. Bauer will as well. He'll play up top.
Yeah, interchangeable parts. You see one man down in the ride. Bauer on attack, riding, utilizing. If you can't ride, you can't play for Coach Bond.
Now that is for sure. Ian Laviano went on to play at Virginia, continued that tenacity there, right? And that's what he always talked about as well.
Yeah, good ground ball by Hadjanaris.
And there's Dylan Riley. Brother CJ running the second midfield at Michigan. He was a multi-sport guy. Kind of tweaked his back a couple of years ago, so now he's just playing lacrosse, Dylan Riley.
Yeah, lacrosse family. Mom played some lacrosse at UMass and BC. Dad coached some club lacs at UCLA.
Here's Burns from X. Burns, the slide comes. That was Solura who came from the backside. Yard sale. Burns, some numbers now for Cold Spring Harbor. Ducking under, and the save. Flag is thrown. So it looks like Cold Spring Harbor will be man up.
A lot to unpack there. We had a great slide by Solora, Melkonian on the ball. Roy Testa ain't afraid, right, to sell out. Way to stand tall by Griffith. Draws a penalty. But again, you see back-to-back, right? They might have lost the ball, but they fought a ride back to get an extra possession.
So Cold Spring Harbor, 1 minute man up. They're 2 for 4 on the year. And I know Bona's the math guy, but I'm going to guess that's 50% on the year in this early part of the season for the Seahawks. Bowers up top.
He's playing that trigger spot. Kind of in a 2-4 look now.
Bowers save. Both goalies have come to play.
Yeah, the future diplomat, Henry Griffith, says not today to the future Wolverine. Tries to beat him high to high. Great stop by Griffith, staying hot.
And there's Fitzpatrick now. He'll take Bauer to X. Fitzpatrick. And we've got a timeout for Manhasset as Cromwell looks to set things up here. Man down. Design, build, and maintain your dream home. J&R Custom Landscaping has been proudly offering landscape design for over 30 years. Give them a call today. And there's a look at Dennis Bond. A tremendous amount of history, right, for Cold Spring Harbor. We mentioned before the coaching tree, right? Consider this, right? When you look at Dennis Bond. So he, at Sewanaka, he got it, or excuse me, at Garden City was able to coach under, and he played for Tom Flatley as well, right? Doc Doherty gave him the job for the JV coach. He said it many times, everything he knows, he stole it. George Powers at NCC, Rich Donovan, John Danowski at Hofstra. He has been around the best. He joked with us as well. You look at his coaching staff, right? Christian Lins, Paul McDermott, says we might have the oldest coaching staff in the country.
Yeah, Paul McDermott was a great coach in his own right at Huntington. Dennis Bond hits defense and hard play is what the DNA of Cold Spring Harbor is. D. Mitty himself. Two competitive guys tonight. Cromwell and Bond are two of the most fiery, competitive coaches we have in Nassau County.
So off the timeout. The final seconds tick off of this man-up opportunity. So we're even now. And there's Petroselli.
Yeah, Petroselli's getting a pole.
Colin, he'll get a pole, obviously, as well.
Yeah, Navy commit. Very good at getting to the middle of the field.
Like he's trying to do now. Certainly the polls at Cold Spring Harbor recognize that. The one more, and that pass went off the mark. Turnover from Manhasset.
Great, tight, compact defense by the Seahawks. Very quick slides, short slides. Makes it tough for Manhasset on that 6-on-6 set. Deep ride by Manhasset.
That was a small window to get that pass through. That's Rex O'Connor popping through. Brother Caden, starting defender a couple of years ago. Now they're trying to lock off Bauer.
Yeah, because sometimes it's hard when you have a guy down low. You're going to try to bump that pole up. If you can't get it and a short stick gets matched up, obviously the play is to ice him.
Yeah, so now we'll play 5-on-5. Testa pushes it up top to McKean. McKean is that downhill, run over you type of dodger. Testa spins, It's topside. The bouncer and a save by Griffith.
Yeah, Roy Testa, he's crafty, right? He knows how to get to those dirty areas, to get his hands free. Good shot. Either Griffith got a piece or it rung the pipe, maybe both. Bruno's got the shorty.
New shot clock as well for Cold Spring Harbor. Work it to X now.
Yeah, Dylan Shear is out there at short stick, D mid.
Nice ground ball picked up by Testa. Bruno, bouncer wide.
See if they get their matchups. They got Bauer, Solora now, Stony Brook, Garden Bauer.
That's Tui to put it back into play. Daniel Tui tries to skip it. Nice knockdown, and it's taken away by Manhasset.
Yeah, that's Colin Kelly. He really impressed in that opening game. We call, that's a got it, right? He got a piece of it, looking for the skip. Nice job by him.
However, the ride effective for Cold Spring Harbor.
It's at least 3 ride backs by the Seahawks. Now they have numbers.
Testa, saved by Griffith.
Only 2 D guys, don't matter as long as Griffith's standing tall in there.
Come back down the other side now. It's crazy that it's only a 1 goal on this game right now.
Yeah, a lot of action, a lot of transition off of the rides.
O'Connor, little hitch, shot, another save. That was Harley with the shot.
Yeah, Kamer's 3 for 3.
Transition opportunity for the Seahawks.
Good job by both teams subbing.
And Dylan Riley came out of the box. As does Kevin Burns.
Yeah, you see Burns now appearing at the midfield, right, getting a short stick. Stevens commit.
Here comes Rex O'Connor. Hold on a second. Rex O'Connor went a little bit too quickly.
Yeah, Dennis is good at math, right? 7 guys is too many.
The officials will discuss this. So it appears there is no flag. Cromwell not liking the call.
That stop allows perhaps Manhasset to get some better matchups for them.
They start running on Joe Milazzo. Here's O'Connor. Rex O'Connor. The handoff. And look at the defense now for Manhasset.
Melconian with the ground ball in traffic.
Melconian doing a great job, the senior. And now Manhasset's got numbers the other way. Great check from behind. A lot of credit you give to 15 there, Hunter Ulico.
Yeah, good defense by 22 Kyle Melconian, cousin to Mike Melconian, the faceoff guy from Southside. He'll be joining him at Cornell, right, to further his studies next year.
Harley up top to Colin. Inside the final minute of quarter number 1. Finds O'Connor.
Yeah, you see Ulico on the ball, great football player, big kid, sneaky good feet. He draws the Colin matchup.
Yeah, of the polls, Soap, he's that tough guy, right? The hockey guy as well. Round in the cage, the jump shot, and another save.
Another save, another catch, a clean save. Start some transition for Cold Spring Harbor. Good slide by Ulico to limit that to a very sharp angle attempt by Manhasset.
So an opportunity now for Cold Spring Harbor Soap to maybe hold for the last. Here's Bauer, lefty. Bauer rips it, trying to find far post. Just wide.
Yeah, Bauer has 62 career goals. All right, he was looking for number 63 there.
There's Testa, the sophomore. Physicality. Testa goes low, stretching out. There was Griffith.
Yeah, when Roy goes hard, you better slide to collide, because he's trying to get his hands free.
Another great lacrosse family, right? The Testas. That Brandon, an All-American defender at Bethpage for Jim Amon. Did the same at Hopkins. They will not get one final shot off. So with all the action, right, how many shots did we have? 16 between the two teams, but the goalie, Soap, hey, you love it when the goalies come up big. Both of them here tonight.
Both goalies, brick walls to start this game, right? You see Testa get denied by Griffith. Where is it? Right there. Clamp that. Get it out. And Kamer, are you kidding me? Right down low, off hip, off stick, high, don't matter. The boys are hot.
Cold Spring Harbor, the 1-0 lead after one. You're watching it here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships.
Back here at Manhasset High School. Dylan Butler, Brian Soper here. It is Cold Spring Harbor with a 1-0 lead. Back to the face-off X. For Cold Spring Harbor will be Vitale. This time, though, facing Mikey Beschel. And the first face-off win for Set. Here is Colin. When you think, Soap, certainly of Cold Spring Harbor, right? You mentioned Laviano before. You mentioned Licciardi, guys who could light it up. But it is a team, they butter their bread on this side of the ball. Consider only giving up 7 goals a game a year ago and route to another championship. It helps when you have a guy like that making saves like that.
Great stop. All reaction there. Great little set play by Manhasset coming out of the quarter. Executed perfectly. It's set for 2-2s in the way.
What a feed and a terrific check from behind. That was a goal. At least it appeared to be a goal by Bauer. But the check came from behind.
Yeah, I think that was DePietro.
Watch it again.
Little trailer, a little slow Blake. There's DePietro. Just a great young defenseman. Black belt in karate, too, Dylan.
We have to make sure we pronounce his name right.
Yeah.
Come after us.
Little roundhouse.
He was chopping the wood there, right? In and out of the stick. Where is it? GB. And it's picked up by Bauer. That's one of the things that Bond loves about Bauer, right? He brings you the flashy things, the goals and the assists, but he will get down and dirty with the best of them.
Yeah, he's also a coach on the field, right? He's kind of can do and say things that Bond wants out there. 6 seconds on the shot.
Yeah, you could hear Bond from here saying just dump it. That's what Testa will do as they can set up their ride.
I think if you're Coach Bond, you love the way you've been playing 6-on-6, and you also love the way your goalie has started like a hot tamale in the cage wearing that all red.
And I think you love what you're seeing on this part of it too, right? The ride has caused havoc for Manhasset.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy. It's just the attack riding really hard.
So Set gets the clear. Whoa, the physicality. Flags fly. And we mentioned it before, right? Hunter Ulico was hunting on that one.
Yeah, you see a little bit of the football and hockey, right? DiPietro coming down, looking for Shear. Ulico says, get out of my way.
So 32nd man up for Manhasset, their first of the game. You mentioned at the Open, it's been a part of the early season that Cromwell said he hasn't liked a lot. Only 1 of 4, I think it was, right, against Shore and Wading River.
Yeah, they've done a good job, right? They like to kind of really cut guys hard to the crease, maybe take some defensemen that follow them and look for skips and step downs.
Here's O'Connor up top.
There's that dive cut.
Up top, a dodge, no shot.
Great.
That was leader.
Great job by the man down to slide.
You're not stopping that one, though. Man up, goal. It's that guy again, Marco Petroselli.
Yeah, that lefty, when all breaks down, right? They rotate. They got really Cold Spring Harbor rotating. Petroselli says, "I'm going to take it into my own hands." Right, that lefty wing spot, tough spot for a goalie. Well placed shot by Petroselli. So you got a little yin yang there with number 4 playing both the ball and the wing. Not enough time to get to Petroselli.
Goal number 5 of this young season for Petroselli.
Yeah, number 4 was Cole Newman, right? All-county poll for Cold Spring. You know, man down, you really don't want to play the same guy twice. Recognize a step down.
It's another face-off win, and Cold Spring Harbor back with the ball. 2 is Colby Cohensberger, the sophomore.
Yeah, another lacrosse family. Dad played with me at UMass. Played defense for Syosset. Tough physical pole. And his son's a slick offensive with high IQ. Figure that one.
Exactly.
But only a sophomore.
Trying to get downhill. Bruno fires it wide, right into the stick of Griffith.
Yeah, not the greatest shot. The Cold Spring Harbor, the sideline's not happy with that because it leads to easy transition for Manhasset. I think if you're Manhasset, you love their defense so far. They've been limiting to some tough long-range shots.
Colin takes Ulico to X. How about what a fun matchup this will be. Ulico. Stick up by Colin's neck. What a skip pass and the finish! Petroselli.
What great vision, right? Coach Cromwell was looking for Colin to make that next step, to be a facilitator. Boom! Right, what a skip. Petroselli, I don't know, maybe 4 feet from where he scored the last one, but a great skip pass by Colin, the Navy commit, finds Petroselli. So far from Manhasset, you got to love what you're seeing from Petroselli. High energy, juice guy, super sophomore.
For Colin, already assist number 4 in the season. Petroselli, goal number 6. And Manhasset, still early, but they've got their first lead.
Yeah, Coach Cromwell said Colin's been seeing the field a lot better this year. I'd say so. That skip was ridiculous.
Transition opportunity. The bouncer by Testa is wide.
Yeah, nice job by Testa running through the approach.
And there is a flag down. And this will be against Manhasset.
Yeah, 26, Dylan Shear has been the short stick for Manhasset. Set staff loves what he can do. Not going to wow you, but just a smart player.
So Cold Spring Harbor, second man up opportunity.
3-3 look.
Testa goes low, Griffith to save.
Yeah, nice, sneaky, good save by Griffith. Testa was able to get inside. I think it was Solora on the slide.
And now you got the clear.
Yeah, it's one thing to get a man down stop, then you got a man down clear it. Nice job by Dylan Shear getting it out.
Yeah, old school throwback, the junior. Shear rounds the cage, goes over the top, and another save. For Kamer, save number 6.
Yeah, Shear was going for the short-handed goal. Love it.
We're even. Colin with the GB. Up top, Tommy Leader.
Shot clock.
A guy who knows a thing or two about scoring some big goals here. How about the tying goal with 1.1 seconds? The OT winner a year ago against Rumson Fairhaven. Ooh, a tasty feed in front for Doc.
Petroselli's been finding room. Got to really cover him up if you're Cold Spring Harbor.
Yeah, apologies. I thought that was O'Connor, but it was Petroselli. Here's Colin from X. Tries to get Ulico in the spin cycle. Slide comes. Here's Petroselli, the hot hand. He gets hammered and a foul. A flag is called. That'll be another 30-second push against Cold Spring Harbor. This time it's Bauer.
Yeah, you see a little two-man game between Colin and Petroselli. Kind of slips it there. Doesn't love putting in his right hand here. It kind of creates the foul as his back gets turned and draws a push foul. But nice little two-man action by Petroselli and Colin behind the set net.
So second man up. Manhasset 1 for 1. And there is Colin, all county a year ago. Perhaps a little bit more this year. 69 All-Americans all time at Manhasset. Could he be number 70? Great knockdown. How about that pick off? A little spin cycle move of his own. Jack Catrone.
Yeah, 3-year varsity player, Catrone. Backup last year, really good on the man up. Coach Bond said he has the knack to get a piece of the ball. Yeah, he got that one.
And then he got it to McKean, and McKean sprinted the ball down to the Manhasset zone where Cold Spring Harbor calls the timeout. Busy slate soap for us here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. This is not an April Fool's joke. We will, in fact, be out in the 631 Bayport Blue Point West Islip. They'll get after it tomorrow afternoon, 4:30. How about a little Don Bosco Chaminade? Talk about a lot of Division I talent between those two teams. That'll be a lot of fun from Gold Star Stadium. Wantagh, Port Washington. We just saw the Warriors put on an exhibition of attacking lacrosse at East Islip. Syosset, Cold Spring Harbor, another one of those border battles, right? That'll be a fun one. Rosalind, Bethpage. And how about Massapequa, Cold Spring Harbor? Massapequa, they bring it as well on the attack. We saw that against Southside, and of course we know what Cold Spring Harbor does. And you gotta love lacrosse under the lights, especially at Cold Spring Harbor. Keith Cromwell said it's one of my favorite venues to go to, he said, as the opposition. Did so a year ago in what was a fantastic battle between these two teams.
Yeah, it was the first game of the year, 1-goal game. You know, 2 of their last 3 games have been 1 goal, one blowout, but the Manhasset team from 2 years ago was insane. all those All-Americans with Cal Gerard at the X. But it's been a really close battle, right? 5-5 the last 10 for these two teams.
And Bond said, I loved it even going back when we were in the same classification. How many Nassau County championship games did they play, right? Manhasset won a lot of those. Bill Cherry was the head coach then here at Manhasset. So off the timeout. Here comes Bruno downhill.
Yeah, besides Testa, we really haven't seen a Cold Spring Harbor really be able to win their matchup and, get downhill to the cage. That's a credit to this really good Manhasset defense.
Yeah, Rex O'Connor will now try to do that against Melconian. A defensive midfielder spot. There's about 3 guys vying for time, and it has been such a position of strength these last few years for Manhasset. Bruno up top. This time draws the pole.
Yeah, they're shutting off Bauer with a shorty, so playing 5-on-5.
6 on the shot clock. Trying to get it inside. Another flag is thrown, and the finish in front. Give the goal to Dylan Riley.
Yeah, nothing pretty, scrappy type goal by Riley. 3-year varsity play. You see Testa draws a slide, one on the noggin there, gets a push.
And that's just a GB and a pickup, right?
Yeah, Riley picks up the loose change.
They're going to wave off the flag after that, but Riley already goal number 4 on the season.
Yeah, 4 goals this year, had 7 goals all of last year. All right, he's a guy who's really going to step up for the Seahawks.
Yeah, Bond has said you already see, right, the growth and the confidence and physically how much stronger he is. Again, because of injuries, was limited the last couple of years. Stopped playing football and basketball. Now he's just a lax rat. Back to the face-off X where it's Dillmeyer back. Trying to figure out 40 in red. And Vitale, another face-off win.
Yeah, nice job, right? A former defenseman. Not only the ability to transition to face-offs, which isn't easy, but he looks pretty comfortable with that short stick, scooping the ball up and getting it to his teammates in red.
Yeah, like so many of the other face-off guys, right? Works at his craft, has a trainer. Really wants to be very good at that. And it's funny, you get different body types, right? You think of he's built like a Cascadin, right? Where,
yeah, the Greg the Beast.
Yeah. I should ask him, does he go to Greg? Here's Bauer up top. Gets a pick. Bauer brings the physicality of his own to Melconian. Slide was coming. That was Salura. They'll swing it to the opposite side. Testa! Bringing the heat.
Yeah, we've seen Testa, right, trying to get to those gritty areas. He says, you know what? What a great skip. Skip pass over the top by Burns. Testa's like, nope, you're not going to respect me. I'll can the top of the net. What a shot by Roy Testa.
Goal number 2 in this game, number 6 on the season.
Looking like Roy Rogers. Yeah, I mean, he's a sophomore, but 3 years of varsity experience. Right, more dangerous this year as a Dodger, but he can sling the rock.
And Bond's going to love this face-off advantage that he's earned here tonight with Vitale.
But that feed was a crazy feed by Burns. He really zipped that thing. It's nice to be 6'3", being able to see over the top of the defense.
Bauer. Little hop, a little skip. Tries to get topside, fires it, and Griffith makes the save.
Yeah, nice save, nice clean save, nice outlet. Great defense, right, limiting that to a low angle shot.
They tried to find Colin in front, knocked down again.
Yeah, great job by Cole Newman getting a stick on that. Really good at GBs, can play up top or down low.
There's a number of these Seahawks with the poles, right, who are good at doing just that. There's Catrone. Look out from behind. How about Doc? What's up, Doc?
Great hustle. You know, he's a Colby commit, right? I don't know, are mules fast? They're not fast, are they? But Doc was pretty fast there.
Here he is now.
But yeah, Bond was saying, yeah, we'd run 3 poles, 3 long stick middies because I trust every single one of them.
Colin from X. Spins, Ulico all over him. What a skip! And off the bar by Petroselli.
Yeah, the only
crease violation.
Goalie's best friend, a little iron unkind if you're a Set fan. You love the pipe if you're a Seahawk fan right now. Great look by Colin.
And Bond will utilize his second and final timeout of the first half. Let's take a look, Soap, at some of the college commits for Cold Spring Harbor. And we actually, my bet on this, we were supposed to add Kevin Burns to that. I was supposed to add it certainly, but Burns and Bruno both going to Stevens. Bauer, of course, going to Michigan. He'll join C.J. Riley there. And Brady McKean going to Stony Brook.
Yeah, just a lot of college. You know, Cold Spring Harbor sends these guys all to all different types of schools, right? You got Kamer in the net, right? He replaced, right, Spencer Will. How good was he, right? Currently on the Amherst roster. You look up and down rosters in Division I, II, and III, you see a bunch of Seahawks.
We'll get to that. That'll be in the second half. But first, let's take a look at some of the college commits for Manhasset. Colin, of course, going down to Annapolis. Hey, Eric Salura will join McKean at Stony Brook. You mentioned Doc going to Colby, Griffith, Franklin, and Marshall. Kip Zachariah, unfortunately, one of those injured this year, but he's running the music here at Manhasset right now. He's a Lehigh commit. Keith Lamb going to Clark.
Yeah, Zachariah, one of the best junior poles on all of Long Island.
Yeah, you had Gianluca Malazzo, Brian Riley, Kip Zachariah, all with season-ending knee injuries before their season even started.
Yeah, but places like Manhasset, there's no excuses. It's next man up. You know, find a guy, fill the role, and so far, really like what I've seen the first 2 games by Manhasset.
So minute 31 left. Stepping in was McKean. He's refined his game this year as well. His field awareness is much better. Gets by Griffith, the save though.
Yeah, Griffith took that one in the gut. Stony Brook commit, McKean got downhill there.
Colin. We go the other way.
Tit for tat for the goalies. What you do, I can do better. Matching saves.
Now Manhasset's trying to match the ride as well. Just heaving it downfield. Somehow it gets in front, and there's another finish. Testa again.
That's the last guy that you want to see on the end to get a breakaway against your goalie. Knack to finish it low and away. That's his 3rd goal, right? We saw him score one low. We saw a breakaway goal. We saw him score from range. 3-9 is showing what he can do tonight here at Manhasset.
And we mentioned before, right? Part of that attacking trio of a law firm.
Yeah,
Burns, Testa, and Testa.
He's been the man of the hour for Cold Spring Harbor.
And back to the face-off X we go. Sammy Bruno just sitting back like, hey, you take them all. You're doing great.
Yeah, big fella.
The only losses to this point have been on just what we just saw. So Manhasset will utilize their final timeout of the first half as they look to set something up here in the final 40 seconds of quarter number 2.
Sometimes there's nothing you can do, right? All the X and O's that you draw up and matchups you want, and a little cheap clear turns into a breakaway goal for Roy Testa.
Good look there at the huddle for Manhasset. A year ago, they went 12-7. They beat their arch rivals, Garden City, and what an incredible semifinal that was. 6-5, and then a 2-goal loss to Southside in the Class B final. And you mentioned, right, you graduate so many guys who are playing in the next level. You have Pat Arnold at Amherst, Luca Petroselli also up there, as is Jack Morrison, Mikey Mondiello at MIT, Rowan Collins at Lehigh. How about the All-American, right? Jack Mulholland as well at Dartmouth. Matty Im and Liam Healy, your 2 goalies a year ago, both playing at Tampa and Wingate respectively. But as you said a moment ago, whether it's injuries or graduation, it's next man up at Manhasset. That's the tradition that you have over the decades here.
Yeah, 7 losses for Manhasset last year. I think you had 6 losses for Cold Spring. That's uncharacteristic, but it's the way Nassau Lacrosse is. We're playing in power conferences. We're trying to have the power teams play each other. So it's only going to get these kids better as the season goes on.
And Bond said 2 of those losses late were Garden City and Farmingdale, and they were losses, he said, that really helped them kind of reset and get refocused for their postseason run, which ended with another state championship.
Yeah, they went back to back to back in 15, 16, and 17. They have 3 in a row, but have not done the 4 in a row, and that's what this team's hoping to do.
So here's Shear up top, final 30 seconds of the first half. Petroselli again has been the hot hand. Trying to skip it. Fortunate bounce. There's Petroselli, GLE. What a feed and what a save. Tommy Leader with the shot. A tremendous save.
Denied by Kamer.
Final 4 seconds. Colin ducks under. Colin! Count it and the foul.
And 1 for Colin. Are you kidding me? 3-2. Honoring the legend Johnny Driscoll with this move. It doesn't matter. On the dome, underhand release, top corner. It takes a ridiculous snipe like that to beat Kamer tonight. Navy's getting a great one. Coach Amplo, I hope you're watching.
What a juice moment. I think the only negative if you're Manhasset is that it happens at the end of the half, right? Where now you've got a long break. We'll see if the penalty stays on, no. And they're saying no, it was a hold. So the penalty's waived off, but the goal was magical by Danny Colin, who's got 1-1 in this game, as Cold Spring Harbor has a 4-3 lead. How about this, Soap?
Yeah, like bumper cars, right? The midshipman, Danny Colin, wearing 3-2. Trying to become another one of those Manhasset legends, right? That do nothing but win here at Manhasset.
Seahawks by 1, halftime here at Manhasset. We'll get first half stats and more when we return on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the spring, but spots are limited. Contact us today for lacrosse, baseball, softball, and tennis by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net. Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
For the latest news in high school sports, be sure to check out varsitymedia.net or follow us on social media at Varsity Media.
When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
He's got room to go. Merrill towards the end zone. Lost his lid. Touchdown!
JJ Damo, face on, stay on athlete. Controlling the face-off. That's 3 in a row now.
For all the latest Varsity Media updates, including our game schedules, be sure to follow us on social media at Varsity Media, the home for New York high school sports. You're watching Varsity Media, New York's high school sports network. Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any team looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
The loose ball, Keyshawn White has it. He's just going to let it fly. Oh! Keyshawn White from half court. That is cash. What a way to end the third quarter.
Look at this. Merrill. No slide. No problem. Gary Merrill goes top corner.
Varsity Media offers sports coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a SPORTSCAST today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is 50,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the spring, but spots are limited. Contact us today for lacrosse, baseball, softball, and tennis by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net. Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
I'm back here at Manhasset High School getting set for the start of the second half. Dylan Butler, Brian Soper, our entire Varsity Media crew, we were treated to an outstanding first half of lacrosse. So let's take a look at some of those first half stats.
Being a goalie, I'm going to start with the goalies, right?
Sure.
Both of them were on fire, right? 8 saves apiece for Kamer, right, and Griffith. Great start for both of them. 4-3 on the scoreboard. Cold Spring Harbor out shooting Manhasset, right? They've been 6 for 8, dominating the faceoffs, but it doesn't matter, right? 4-3. We got a 1-goal barn burner game here. What a great first half by both teams.
Individual stat-wise, Roy Testa has been the hot hand for Cold Spring Harbor. The Seahawks number 39 with a hat trick in the first half. Vitale got things started with a great assist. Dylan Riley with a goal as well. And for Manhasset, 32 there ended the first half with a tremendous goal. Another look at it here.
Little elevator shot by Colin. You know, if you're Manhasset, you kind of wish maybe halftime didn't come, right, with the juice that one sparked for the set.
Colin with 1 and 1, Petroselli with 2, O'Connor with an assist. Vitale this time. The wing play gets involved.
Yeah, nice job by Vitale winning it. Didn't scoop it, but got the push call. Really impressed with the way he moves at 6'3", 205.
So relatively quiet first half for Alex Bauer. And we saw Manhasset, they shut him off. They shut him off a few times. Certainly was the focal point of the defense. Here comes McKean. This is what he does. He runs through you.
Yeah, you see a little unorthodox, right? He has 2 hands on his stick as he's dodging. You know, that's why perhaps projects maybe more of a D-mid at the next level. But, you know, he's a matchup nightmare.
Bauer, the shot that was wide. Off the restart. Bruno up top. Here's McKean. McKean, lefty shot. Another save, the 9th of this game for Griffith.
Yeah, perhaps a little zone look by Manhasset. Griffith's made some really clean saves, and he's also made some where he's gotten a little piece of it. Don't matter, right? Saves are saves. Great job by him. They may be getting outshot, but it's a 1-goal game because of Griffith.
So now Manhasset trying to tie this game up. That's Dylan Shear, 26.
Just love how well coached defensively Cold Spring is. Their approaches are great. Sticks are out, especially by the long poles.
And we mentioned in the open, Bond said we've got a multitude of poles we can utilize. Usually it's the 3. That 4th guy on close D plays a little bit. He goes with 1 LSM, and this year it's like 7 different guys can rotate in among those 4 spots.
Yeah, a lot of experience and a lot of trust that Coach Bond has in all of them.
O'Connor rounds the cage, tucks it in under the post.
What's up, Doc? Colby commit. That's what we want to see by Manhasset. Win your matchup. Get to the goal. Get on the other side of somebody. Goes hard to his left. Snipes the top corner. Selly with the boys. Unbelievable goal. Exactly what Manhasset, perhaps that Colin goal, that juice continues for Manhasset.
And 2 goals different in their makeup, but both going high. So maybe something that Cromwell discussed with his guys. Another face-off win.
Yeah,
for Alex.
Complete domination right now at the X for Vitali. But that's the thing about Doc O'Connor, right? His ability to play with both hands. You saw him, beat his defender there and no problem shooting it left-handed.
So back and forth we go. Rex O'Connor throws a shorty and Madden Franco. Slide comes. $18 on the shot clock. That shot wide. Or excuse me, must have hit the target. What a move. Wow. Burns, baby, Burns.
Okay, KB, right, future Duckett Stevens. Got the feed from Testa. Little right, little left, little dipsy-do, dunkaroo, Kevin Burns. Big lefty, cans that one right-handed.
Felt like he used everything in his arsenal there to every dodge move that he had, every stick skill ability.
Yeah, Coach Bond talked about his increased confidence this year, and you make a move like that, you sure as heck are confident.
Vitali again.
Coach Bond right now is pretty confident that they're going to win most faceoffs.
And you see Sammy Bruno not coming out of the box. A year ago, his production wasn't what he, I think, or Bond would have liked. But again, he was getting beat up, taking all those faceoffs, staying on, that wear and tear on his body.
Yeah, he'll join Burns at Stevens.
Tested a Bruno up top. Little shake, little bake.
Some early slides by Manhasset, creating some offense for Cold Spring, but good job recovering.
McKean tries to get downhill, blocked. And we come the other way. How about the swim move by Shear? Dylan Shear. Shear just high.
Sheer madness by Dylan. Coast to coast. Little swim move at the 50. That's the shot clock. You see two-way middies, right? You need two-way middies out there to push transition. So far, I really like what I see from Dylan Shear.
Here's leader.
Ulico's kind of really trying to deny touches for Colin. We've seen Colin dish the ball. We saw that nasty goal before halftime.
O'Connor spins on Bruno. O'Connor, kick save.
Little split ski by Kamer.
We come the other way. Testa, the skip, and just off, trying to find Tui.
Yeah, Doc was like, I'm going to snipe this one righty. Kamer was like, not tonight. Splits, makes the save, creates some transition for the Seahawks.
And there's Colin. Back up top to Tommy Leader. Shears got the short stick. Brings him to X.
Yeah, you saw success with the O'Connor invert.
Harley, nothing doing there. And here's Petroselli.
Right, they're shutting off Colin now with the short stick.
10 on the shot clock. GLE goes Leader. And they stepped in. Crease violation.
Crease violation on Manhasset.
We've seen Manhasset in his deep ride all night.
They had success with it against Shoreham Wading River. But certainly a step up tonight against Cold Spring Harbor. So Rex O'Connor.
Yeah, going 1-4 here.
Test of the feed from behind the cage.
Yeah, looking to kind of set some screens inside.
That's Burns. 16. Switching hands. That was Roger Testa. And what a great story he's been this year. A guy who's been banged up. He's been on part of this team for 4 years. Never really got a chance to play. Hamstring injuries, other problems. He's here this year, starting. What a great feel-good story for the Seahawks.
Yeah, 4-year varsity player. Going to continue his studies next year at Indiana, be a Hoosier.
Burns the feed. Testa the jump shot. They will reset the shot clock. Battle for the ball.
Melconian with the ground ball.
And Melconian comes up with it.
Great job. Smart play, right? Turning it back.
But now the ride. A failed clearance again.
Yeah, nice job by Roger Testa. Great ride. Causing some wreckage out there.
However, Manhasset will get it right back. The punt return by Shear.
Yeah, Shear's becoming a guy who's not been off the field too much for Manhasset, one of the fastest players in Nassau County.
Leader comes sprinting out of the box. Colin tried the question mark, but the answer was made by Kamer.
Yeah, and Ulico, what a great job. Colin is a nightmare matchup with his shiftiness and his quickness. And that's a pretty big dude, and that's an offensive, defensive lineman sticking in his hip pocket.
Sam Davis gets to the Rex O'Connor. The chess match, so it continues.
Again, goals not easy to come by. We've seen some loose ball rebounds.
McKean. The feed in front, and that's the part of McKean, and there's 37 flags thrown against McKean. Every official saw that push. And you'll get a chance to see it again, too.
Yeah, push in the back. Good job by the Manhasset defense. It's kind of started on a slide by Cooper Harley, junior, really good athlete. Plays defensive mid. He also scored a goal against Shoreham. Him and Shear are kind of like these unsung two-way middies so far that you see for Manhasset, right? Coach Armstrong does a great job. If there's something that Manhasset takes very seriously, it's their short stick D midi play.
So Sat man up. They're 1 for 2 with the extra man. And I do love that Cromwell calls it a power play. I wish we would switch to that in the high school and college game. Oh, the jump shot and finish. The dunk in front by Connor Sheeran.
Yeah, they've gone to that well a couple of times so far this year. Well-scripted play. Petroselli goes from scorer to feeder. Little jump shot by Connor Sheeran. Productive catch and finish type. Knows how to get open. Well, yeah, right down Broadway. Right, great feed, great finish, great set by set on the power play.
Sheeran's 4th goal of the season. Tied at 5.
3 of those on that same play.
By Tally, another face-off win. Whether it's been Dillmeyer, whether it's been Mikey Beschel, he's won each battle, or almost every battle.
Yeah, where's 40? I think he's training to be a 4.0 student in the classroom as well. Key to a college scholarship is learn how to face off.
Dylan Riley. He got on the scoreboard in the first half. Elkonian on him.
Look how quick Manhasset slides, almost pre-slides with Lachlan Fitzpatrick.
It's a nice save by Tui. Lefty shot, great job from behind by De Pietro.
He's really good, De Pietro.
We saw the pole goal out of him against Shoreham Wading River.
Yeah, he's got speed and he's just tenacious, never quits.
And Burns, with 1 on the shot clock, just dumps it in the corner.
5-5. Is this any good, Dill?
This is amazing. Hey, all credit to you. You said 1 goal a game when we were out at East Islip on Saturday for this one.
Well, 2 out of 3 last meetings have been 1 goal, so I just took a chance.
Yeah, last year was a great game, right? Curtain raiser, under the lights at Cold Spring Harbor.
They're good.
And Griffith goes over, kind of causes chaos. Shear with the push. And Dennis Bond's like, I want to talk things over here out at midfield.
Yeah, good job by Cole Newman picking up that GB. Coach Bond loves the fact that he makes no mental mistakes out there.
Design, build, and maintain your dream home. J&R Custom Landscaping has been proudly offering landscape design for over 30 years. Give them a call today. Their number on the bottom of your screen there, 516-250-8461.
Two decent communities to build your dream home, right? A little Manhasset, a little Cold Spring, a little Lloyd Harbor.
Yeah, I think they tell the guys at J&R, can we just make sure we need some room in the back? We need to put up a net.
Yep.
Maybe have another one, maybe a shooting net.
Pitch back. A lot of golfers on these teams as well. Right? Maybe a little chipping green.
Yeah, J&R Custom Landscaping will bring that all for you. But we look at the all-time, these two teams, look, 2 of the best around. Look, obviously, Cold Spring Harbor doesn't have the history in terms of number of years. Look at the championships, right? And 35 All-Americans as well for Cold Spring Harbor.
It's really hard, right? Cold Spring Harbor is like this anomaly, right? As a small school, I've coached at a small school. You look at Cold Spring as the model. It's just impossible. How can you be that good every year with such a small population? It's just ridiculous. Athletes upon athletes, boys, girls, doesn't matter.
And we've always said, right, it's hard to get off the island, but when you do, you've got a chance. There's no better program than Cold Spring Harbor to prove that. Right, 7 Long Island championships, 7 state titles.
Yeah, they prepare like crazy. They probably already have film on 4 or 5 of the Class D teams upstate. No stone unturned.
Well, Bond does that annual trip as well. Generally, it's like up to Westchester. He plays Rye and Yorktown on most occasions, and he sets it up like the semifinal and the final minute of quarter number 3.
Yeah, the second game they just played Horace Greeley from Chappaqua. Little mumbo action. Here's
Bauer. Bauer's like, get off me. Can he get topside? No, the denial. The ball sneaks towards the cage. Griffith, though, got it before it went over.
How about that defense by Colin Kelly, the junior?
That was his matchup, right?
Yeah, he's an up-and-coming player, smart kid.
We saw the buzzer beater by Colin at the end of quarter number 2. Well, we have one here at the end of the 3rd. That shot well over the cage by Harley, but still 2 seconds remaining. Colin tries to get to the cage. And that pass, an errant one, goes into the Cold Spring Harbor bench. What a ball game we have through 3 quarters. The goalies have come up big, and you've got to earn your goals, right? How about a little jump shot?
Yeah, Sheeran, right? Loving that feed from Petroselli. Just what Coach Cuomo loves, power play goals.
Sound like Sam Rosen there.
Yeah, try.
End of 3, we're tied at 5. You're watching it here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media at Varsity Media.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the spring, but spots are limited. Contact us today for lacrosse, baseball, softball, and tennis by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
Back at Manhasset High School, Dylan Butler, Brian Soper, our entire Varsity Media crew. Fun one here under the lights. 5-5 is your score. Manhasset, you see their numbers. How about those all-time wins, right? You need 4 numbers there.
Quadruple digits. Unbelievable history at Manhasset. Right, goes back to the great Jim Brown. Right, you got 22 Nassau championships, 16 LI championships, 6 New York State titles, 69 All-Americans. Man, I mean, you think lacrosse on Long Island, right? Manhasset is at the top.
Yeah, Manhasset, Garden City. Of course, the Woodstick every year. Last year we had 2 versions. That regular season game and the playoff game. Playoff one was won by Manhasset.
It's really amazing, right? What was kind of a need position for Cold Spring might actually be turning into a strength with Vitali at the X.
By the way, when Garden City and Manhasset play each other next month, or in May, I'm already in April here, but when they play each other, it'll be Woodstick number 142.
Yeah, good job. They run that 1-4 kind of mumbo type action. Roger Testa, right, got his hands free, but nice job staying in the gloves.
And there's younger brother Roy. Sidearms it up top. Here's Bauer. Bauer with the power.
I was going to say, you have 5 goals on the board for the Seahawks, none from Bauer yet. But there's the senior Michigan-bound super stud athlete. Beats Griffith. You see him just hard move to his right hand, hand-free, nice pick. McKean sets the pick for Bauer. You see a nicely timed pick here. Little lack of communication, hands-free, let it fly. 5-hole. Score it for Bauer, future Wolverine.
5th goal of the year for Bauer. Cold Spring Harbor back in front.
That's a nice job by Cold Spring. Little, haven't been really winning those one-on-one matchups. Nice to see a pick getting your best player free.
A violation. That's Cold Spring Harbor went a little bit early. So set with the ball, looking to tie things up. And you're right, kind of the alphas, right, of both teams. Quiet evening. Colin with 1-1. Bauer just now got on the score sheet.
Yeah, but anyone who knew lacrosse coming, this is going to be a low-scoring, tight game. Who can win a matchup? Who can draw a slide?
Colin calling for it.
This is where we've seen some success in the invert game.
Feet in front. Oh, the lane was there, but the shot just off by Leader.
What a feed by Petroselli. Ridiculous cut by Leader. Everything but the finish.
Leader. What a save down low.
Yeah, denied, right? One of the easiest saves for a goalie is at his feet. I'm not going to say that was an easy one, but for a guy like Kamer, that athletic, he makes it look easy.
All time, this series has been, you would say, relatively dominated, certainly by Manhasset, but you said it earlier, right? The last 10, each team has won 5.
Yeah, all saves aren't created equally. Mark that one down, like 9:45 left. Big save, right? Could have tied it. Can Cold Spring stretch it to 2?
In and out of the stick. Who gets the ground ball? Cold Spring, another bite at the apple, another save by Griffith.
Huge save by Griffith.
And a flag flies. What a catch out at midfield by DePietro.
Yeah, that was crazy, right? I don't know if any receivers were at 2-0. The great Barry Sanders wore 2-0. That was like a football catch, little dot, right, thrown, little confident dot thrown by Griffith after a big-time save. Is it in his stick for long enough to get that push call?
Penalty has been waved off.
Well, there is no penalty given.
Yeah, I just don't think he had possession of the ball. That makes it a push without a flag, just a change of possession.
O'Connor. That was O'Connor against O'Connor. We have it again. Doc on Rex. Doc dives. Flag is thrown.
Flag on the play.
A lot going on there.
Push with possession.
Kind of leaps into the crease. Kamer's really good in tight high.
So O'Connor, Rex O'Connor for Cold Spring Harbor with the 30-second push. Man up again for Manhasset. And they have been hot here tonight. 2 for 3 with the extra player.
Yeah, guard the cutter. Find Sheeran if you're in red. Find him. You got to love what you see, though, from Daniel O'Connor. Really kind of the breakout guy for Manhasset's offense.
Petroselli. In and out of the stick, trying to track it down. That shot took a deflection. We're even.
Yeah, good job by Ulico. You see the length, the ranginess of him. Able to get enough of a check on Petroselli, who scored one from that exact location earlier in the game.
Colin on the restart. O'Connor to his left. O'Connor. I think that went off the post. If not, credit another save. Quickly, McKean comes the other way.
Great outlet by Bauer.
McKean, the look, the jump shot in the goal.
Hey,
Roger Testa.
Hey, Roy, I can score too, says Roger Testa. 5 goals this season, 4 versus Mepham. That's a huge one. You can tell how much Coach Bond loves this kid for sticking through some injuries. Great find. Roger Testa, top corner. Had a great preseason. What a look by McKean, right off to the races. He scored 6 touchdowns this year for football. That time he found an open Testa.
And losing his lid there was Vitale.
It's 4 goals for the Testas.
And it feels like a big possession here for Manhasset. Here's Colin. On him, Sam Davis. Colin rounds the cage, goes question mark again. Colin still with the ball. A flag is thrown up top. The Heat. Heat check. Leader.
Yeah, Leader's been getting himself open. Decides to drop the hammer from up top. Step down. Boop. Forget about it. Face it off.
Follow the leader.
Great skip by Colin. Much needed goal by Manhasset. Stop a 2-goal run by Cold Spring Harbor.
And they'll wipe off that flag.
Little 90 plus by the Leader.
His 4th of the year.
Yeah, Cromwell says he can shoot it, right? He's a volume shooter. I see why with a release like that.
Bauer picks up the GB off the faceoff win.
Yeah, you've seen Bauer kind of 4th quarter really come alive with a goal. He started transition. Great ground ball to get it out on the defensive end. That's what senior captains do.
Here's McKean.
Again, they've been loving this 1-4 look.
And they like getting McKean downhill.
Yeah, heavily look to the right side for their shooters.
Look at the job defensively, though. Melkonian. McKean gets free, and that shot is wide.
Yeah, it puts you in a tough spot, right? You kind of, if you're playing defense, you want to bookend that. You know, the 1-4 is designed to take away your slides.
Bauer, the bouncer. Griffith, the save.
Huge save, right? Beat him there. Beat him there last time to the 5-hole. Griffith says not twice.
And then a flag. It'll be a 30-second push against Manhasset. Looks like that was Salura.
This is big for both teams, right? A man-up goal would be huge for Cold Spring. A stop from Manhasset, right, could get some juice and lead them to tie it.
0 for 2. Cold Spring Harbor with the man advantage.
Yeah, you don't mind, you don't mind aggressive penalties, right? That penalty being so far away from the goal. Again, it's all coachable moments, right, for these guys early in the season. See Cohensberger roll off to X, lefty feeder.
Kicks it up top. Burns finds Bauer. Bruno. Bruno! Man up goal for the Seahawks.
Right, Bruno from range. Future Stevens duck. Just a well-placed shot, low and away. Step in, hammer time, low corner. Huge goal, right, to stretch the lead to 2 for the Seahawks.
Bruno, first goal of the year. And Vitale, face-off win. Tries to duplicate how he started the game with that quick goal.
Right, good job by Tui.
And now Riley will roll it to O'Connor. Started Rex O'Connor as a clearing midi, as a freshman. Part of that second midfield grouping a year ago. Now here's Burns out in the midfield. Burns!
It's that 1-4 look that's been killing Manhasset. Why change it up if it's working? They've been getting their shots. Unbelievable job by Burns, right? He had an assist and a goal in the first half. Pretty simple, right? Give it to the big lefty, go downhill. His speed's increased, his confidence.
And what does Bond say, right? He's a matchup nightmare because of how big and thick and strong he is. And that's why they like having him come out of the midfield.
Yeah, he was a guy who had no points against Greeley, right? So he was definitely looking to really rebound from a game that he definitely, keeping him off the stat sheet is huge for any opposing defense.
What a big play by Beschel. You see how high he got up there just to knock that ball forward. Look at it again. That was 11, Beschel. He's a scrapper. And you get it to Colin, timeout for Manhasset. And you mentioned there's a lot of guys playing on the next level, right? For both of these teams, both historically and current. How about these guys for the set?
Yeah, Joey Terenzi, right, playing a lot of, two-way midfield for Virginia. Cal Gerard, right, over 50% this year for Duke. Mulholland's leading scorer for a Michigan squad that's been hot lately, wins over Hopkins. Right, Mulholland, right, Dartmouth's kind of the surprise of the Ivy League. He's appeared in every single game for the big green, and Rowan Collins, kind of that gritty defender last year for Lehigh, right, doing tremendous things for a Lehigh squad.
And then for Cold Spring Harbor, they've got a number of guys playing also college lacrosse.
Yeah, Pat Pisano, one of the best I've seen in the last few years. Long pole at Yale, C.J. Riley at Michigan, Gerasi at Pace, Phelan, another All-American defender at Dartmouth, and Kyle O'Grady, right? Don't sleep on the pride. Hofstra's back. Coach Tierney's got the boys playing really well on the Turnpike. Must score possession, right, Dill, for Manhasset?
I would think so, considering time and score, right? You're down 3. It's 4:23 left.
Right, I love matchups, right? You see what's going on out there. Looks like they're shutting with a pole. They're shutting Colin.
Here's Petroselli from X.
That's 18 G pace.
O'Connor on McKean. Sheds the check. Petroselli from X up top. Little hitch, the double comes. Open shot by Leader, just wide.
Great offense, right? Sheer, great job hitting the slip guy. Leader canned one from that spot on the man up. Just shot that one a bit wide.
Now you can lock him off, but Colin's going to get the ball right off the restart. He got locked up, though. Big GB by Leader.
Yeah, great job by Jeep. Pace, little.
Another one knocked down. 10 on the shot clock.
Yeah, shutting them off now.
Up top, O'Connor, the feed. Leader!
From Doc O'Connor.
I mean, yes, he sticks this thing in the corner. But what a pass, right? Unbelievable little push pass. I think O'Connor's been tremendous for Manhasset here. What a great find to Leader, right? 4.0 Leader engine right in the corner. Stick it, kid. Unbelievable shot, right, to beat Kamer, right, who's been super hot tonight.
Should a playlist going a little Eric B. and Rakim, follow the Leader.
Yeah.
2 for him.
Don't sweat his shooting technique.
And 1 and 2 for Doc, as you mentioned.
Doc's been great. Right, here's where I love the shot. This is where the first game we've seen the shot clock, right? 2-goal game.
O'Connor bounced, knocked down. We come the other way. Oh, in and out of DiPietro's stick. Will he win it back?
Saved by Griffin.
Set does, but that was an errant pass down the field.
Yeah, the GB was by Madden Franco. I mean, that's Burns again. What a second half by Kevin Burns.
And now you have a fresh shot clock for Cold Spring Harbor. And there he is. Burns, 2 goals on the night.
Yeah, let's get in this 1-4. Let's maybe dodge when there's, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Milk this thing down.
Burns, that physical dodger.
It's the money time, right? You see Colin, he's like, I'm going to play some midfield. Enough with this attack. Just smart lacrosse here.
Now Burns will go. Colin stays with him. The skip, lefty rip, blocked. Great eat.
Solora, eat it. Don't rub it.
Here comes Colin. Colin, the skip in front, trying to find, I think, Sheeran.
Great grab.
Stays alive, timeout, Manhasset.
You see Colin, right? When you have him on the defensive end, you see how he can get some transition. Look for the home run feed, but what a ground ball by Marco Petroselli.
You see the upcoming schedule for Manhasset. On the road a little bit, Oceanside, Seaford, and then 2 of the teams that you went up to last year. And let's be honest, you got punched in the face.
Wasn't great. Right, but Cromie ain't afraid, right? Going back on 95, right? Going to test the Connecticut boys again.
Well, now they're going to come here.
Oh, all right.
Now they're coming here. And it's Ridgefield and, of course, that annual battle with Jeff Braymeyer and Darien, that great battle of the sound. We'll have that one for you on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Yeah, don't sleep on Seaford, right? Brian Falk is a great two-way midi. Believe he's committed to West Point.
And then for Cold Spring Harbor, they'll go to Calhoun. And then that's, again, right, Syosset and Pequot at home. And then that Rye game, part of that annual road trip, if you will, that work trip that Coach Bond goes on. It'll be Rye and then Yorktown. Talk about the Blue Bloods up there, right, in Westchester County.
Yeah, great start by Massapequa, right? Syosset. Goalie's been playing really well for Syosset. And Rye is always a tight game between those two highly respected programs.
Yeah, Rye and Yorktown. Again, Bond sets it up to mimic being in a hotel and going and eating together as a team, morning shoot around, the whole thing that would come with playing for a state championship.
Yeah, last year they took the bus up to Albany, right? This year the state title is going to be at Hobart, right? So anything you can do to prepare yourself for that experience That's why Coach Bond is one of the best around.
Yeah, they will be out of Class D again this year, the smallest classification in New York State. And Manhasset, they are in B with Garden City again. Southside, the defending B champions, they're now in C with Wantagh.
Yeah, good bounce back by them today against Lynbrook.
Here's Colin off the timeout. Colin tries to get topside, slides. A flag was thrown. So an opportunity for Manhasset with a $1:22 left to go man up.
Yeah, Coach Cromwell told us the importance of this year of getting to the middle of the field. Good things can happen, right? Might not be a goal, but he draws a foul, right? Colin's really tough when he has that leverage, right? He's quick, he's low to the ground, draws a hold, and Dennis Bond's not happy, but Coach Cromwell is for sure. Would love to a power play goal to cut this to 1.
It's a 30-second hold. 2 for 4 right now for Manhasset with a man up. What a big part of this game here. Manhasset needs a goal down 2.
Yeah, start 3-3, carry, replace.
O'Connor the feed. The heat coming from Petroselli.
Yeah, he loves that left wing, high wing spot. Look for a little quick hitter off the end line here.
15 on the man up.
1 minute.
Inside the final minute
Yeah, you see
of regulation. What a save by Kamer.
Call the cops, robbery.
Sheeran gets it back.
From Petroselli.
I mean, you can rob him once, but not twice. Unbelievable save, rebound, still open. He's still open, right? Feed him. He went down low the first time, beats him up top the next time. He's sending shivers down the spine of the Manhasset crowd as they cut it to 1. Connor Sheeran turning into a man-up specialist for set.
And now Mikey Beschel trying to do what hasn't happened yet, trying to get the best of Vitali. Huge face-off here. Look at Beschel. He'll scrap. He'll win it. Oh, and then he throws it away.
It's okay. You got to ride it back, right? You got to ride it back. Manhasset's been working on a 10-man. Do we see it here? Definitely some more pressure on the ride. Whoa.
Oh, my goodness. Kamer. Shot clock is off. And a smart timeout utilized by Bond. You were going pole to pole deep.
Yeah.
You're using every inch of this field.
And you got 20 seconds, right? I don't know what it was at, but it was getting close. Real headsy timeout, right? You can't go to bed with them. You can't take timeouts on the bus with you. Coach Bond uses one in the defensive end. You know, probably would have liked to clear it and call one, but I love it. Right now it's a chess match. Set up your ride, set up your clear.
So inside the 2 huddles, Cold Spring Harbor. Look, they're like, let's get it clear. Let's get it to the corner.
If I'm Manhasset, right, I'm going to pressure this, right? I might put a pole. I might double it on the ball because you got to think, right? They're going to give it to Bauer. They might give it to Burns, right? Some of their bigger, stronger guys. If anything, you want to turn them back, right? Make them really clear this ball.
We thought it would come down to 1 goal, and it has done just that.
Yeah, give it to Brady McKeon, right? He's going to, Bauer, those two guys are going to hover around the ball. You got a little triangle of three guys you trust the most, Bruno, McKeon, and Bauer.
So you have an open net, so you have 10 man.
Yeah, you actually have the goalie on the attack side.
Yep.
Interesting, right? It's look.
Tiptoeing on the far side. Collision. Loose ball. No. Bruno has it. Sammy Bruno trying to play keep away. Here's Bauer. They've got to get to Bauer. And Bauer is getting as far from his own net as he can get. Spins. Bauer. And Cold Spring Harbor will hold on and get the 1-goal win on the road.
What a tremendous lacrosse game. Both teams. Very well played game for such an early tilt.
Yeah, for Cold Spring Harbor, they bounced back off of that 1-goal loss to Horace Greeley. And Dennis Bond talked about those tight games, right? And a year ago, they were so good in those tight games. You know, they went on, and obviously they won the championship. They went 14-6, but they were 9-1 in 3-goal games or less. So now they are 1-1 on the season.
Great job by them rebounding. They did a lot of good things, right? Bauer, you see him at the end, made some really big plays, right? Burns stepped up, right? Hail to the Testas, right? 4 goals by the Testas, and you got to tip your cap to Matty Kamer. Definitely a difference maker in the pipes for Cold Spring Harbor tonight.
And Manhasset as well, right? You had Sheeran, Petroselli, and Leader with 2 goals apiece. Griffith was excellent in the cage again. They didn't get at the faceoff X, but again, they did so much else to make it a 1-goal game.
Yeah, Colin was good. Sheeran was good. I thought D-Mitty play was very strong. Griffith had another really solid game in the cage. Unfortunately, in a game like that, someone has to lose, right? And it came down to a few possessions and a few more extra plays by Cold Spring Harbor in the 4th quarter.
And what did Dennis Bond tell us, right, as he was getting ready for the 89th all-time meeting between these two programs? Yes, of course, we want to win, but it's an early season game. It's about getting better at the end. And I think both teams will use this experience to get better as they go along.
Yeah, I think, Manhasset won that first game 17-7 against Shoreham. I think you get way more out of this loss, right, than you do in that first opening win. Both teams are going to be around in May looking to make a run in their respected conferences.
What a game we had here under the lights. Both teams bringing it. Both goalies bringing it. Matty Kamer and Henry Griffith making tremendous saves throughout this one. And then the star power also, they had a piece of this one. As Colin goes top shelf to beat the buzzer at the end of the first half. The same is true the other way. Roger Testa. What a moment it was for him. And ultimately, it was a 1-goal win for the Seahawks. For our entire Varsity Media crew. For Ben Turchin, our executive producer. For technical director Chris Sweeney. For Ron Pierre and Kevin Catalanato bringing you all those great moving images. For my broadcast partner Brian Soper, Dylan Butler, thanking you for joining us from Manhasset. We look forward to seeing you next time right here on the Varsity Media Sports